Hi guys, welcome back. In today's video, I'll be showing you how to do this glittery warm brown cat eye look. I am so excited to be sharing this video with you guys because I am wearing shimmer eyeshadow. For the longest time, I was convinced that I couldn't pull it off on my eyes because of the shape of them, and the shimmer constantly transferred onto my eyeliner. But the thing is, if you have an eyeball, anything is possible, you guys. Just keep on practicing, and I'll be sharing some of my tips and my techniques so that you guys can get this same look on your eyes, even if they're small, hooded, or monolid, or any of those. This Natasha Denona palette is so amazingly gorgeous. I had to figure out a way to get these shimmer colors on my eye. So I'm really happy and I'm excited that I can finally wear shimmery and glittery eyeshadows on my eye shape without a problem. Makeup is art and anything is possible, and you can make anything work. Please don't feel discouraged, you guys. You can do anything if you really want to. And yeah, I hope this video was helpful for you guys. I will mention I wanted to try out a couple different angles for the video so that I can show you guys a little better in the camera. So let me know if you like these angles more or if you like my older setup. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. The first thing I do is prime my skin. This is the Skindinavia Makeup Primer Spray. I've been really liking this lately, and I've noticed that my makeup stays a lot longer and looks a lot better when I use this. Let's spray a little bit of this on our face. Do you see my little ponytail? Let's allow that to dry a little bit and for it to get a little tacky on the skin. For foundation today, I'll be using my Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation and Concealer in one. This has been one of my go-to favorites as of lately. The color that I use is 8 Golden Neutral. Apply this to our skin. I really like this applicator. To help spread and blend this out into my skin, I'll be using the Real Technique sponge and just dab onto the skin. Make sure not to drag. I've noticed that dragging my sponge does make a really big difference in how the makeup applies to my face, and this just gives you a really beautiful airbrushed, flawless finish when you just dab. It does take a little bit longer, but it gives the best results. Next, I'll be using concealer for under my eyes. The one I'll be using is NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. The color I am using is Medium 1 Custard. And I recently watched one of Samantha from BeBella, her videos, and she said that if you take the stopper out, there's a ton more product left. And she was totally right. It was kind of a pain to get the stopper out, but once I got it out, there was so much more concealer left in the tube. So I've been using this again, which I love. This concealer is really great. It's one of my favorites. And taking the pointed end of my Real Technique sponge, I'll just dab that into my skin. After this step, I usually do my brows, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I already have a tutorial, so make sure you go and check that out. Brows are on. Next, I'm going to set under my eyes with powder. The powder I'll be using is the Laura Mercier Translucent Powder. I'm going to put this under my eyes with the same sponge that I was using. And I'm going to powder from my jawline to my ear, just like this. For some all-over bronze color, I'll be using the BeBella Cosmetics, the Glow Dust palette. And the color I'll be using is this top middle one here. And I just use this to give my skin some color and some glow. I like this bronzer because it doesn't make your skin look too matte. It gives it like the tiniest amount of sheen, which is really pretty. Now I'm just going to take a brush and blend out that powder. Next, I'm going to take a little bit of that on my nose. Very lightly. And then I'm going to take my beauty blender and just blend that out a little more. I'm going to apply a little bit of blush. I'll be using the Too Faced I Will Always Love You Love Flush Blush. And it's a really pretty peachy color. Looks like this. Just going to pop that on the apples just a little bit and blend up into the contour. Next is my favorite part. I'll be using my Becca Shimmering Skin Perfecting Highlighter. This is in the color Opal. And I'll put this on the highest points of my cheeks. And down my nose. And just a little on my upper lip, Cupid's bow. So that's pretty much it for the skin. Let's go ahead and get into our eyes. First, I'll be priming with my MAC Paint Pot in Soft Ochre. I'm going to go ahead and make sure I get quite a bit of that on today so that all the glitter and everything sticks on really well. The first color I'll be using from the Natasha Denona palette is this one right here. It's a very pretty, warm, peachy brown. And I'm going to start by applying this on my crease. And slowly blend it upwards. Then with the darker brown that's right next to it, I am going to use this to deepen up the outer corner. Then with the same darker color, I'm going to take it on my lower lash line. Now for the fun part, I'll be taking this gorgeous shimmer color here. It's a metallic brown shimmer. It looks like this. I'll be putting that starting from the center, almost outer third, and bringing it into the inner corner on a wet, flat brush that looks like this. And it being wet does really matter, so make sure that you're using a brush that's wet so that it sticks really well to the eye. And these Natasha Denona glitter shadows are like, literally, they're the most amazing things ever. And I'm going to slowly bring it into the outer corner. Once you've reached a point where it passes your crease, you can start blending it upwards so that it's not so heavily concentrated. And then it has a very pretty gradient effect. I'm going to bring that all the way into my inner corner here too. Next, I'll be lining my waterline with a nude liner. This is the MAC Studio Chromographic pencil in NC15 NW20. It looks like this. And with my Kat Von D tattoo liner in Trooper, I'm going to create a very fine flick. This method that I'll be using is great for people who have monolid or who have a hooded eyelid and that want to use shimmer. If I don't do this and if I create a really thick black liner, the glittery shimmer shadow will transfer onto the black liner and it doesn't look as clean and pretty. So draw this part of the line straight into that glitter, and then you're going to incline it down and then fill it in. Then just run this across your lash line very thin. So as you can tell how I've drawn the liner, none of it really touches the glitter when I open my eyes. So that's kind of how you want to place your liner if you have hooded eyes like me, and in order to avoid that glitter transfer onto your liner. Next, I'm taking any black eyeshadow and running this across my lash line on the bottom. Then I'll be taking a little bit of that black shadow mixed in with the darker brown that we used and just deepening up this outer crease. Alright, so that should be plenty. Then lastly for eyeliner, I'm going to draw in a inner wing. So start by just lining this inner part. Alright, and that's it. You don't have to do this step if you don't want to, but I've just been really into this inner corner liner lately. So I thought I would incorporate it today. Next, I'm going to apply mascara. This is the MAC Extended Play Gigablack. You guys, I will mention that if I make my liner literally any thicker than this, it's going to transfer. So just be aware of that and aware of your eyes and where exactly it folds over. For false lashes today, I'll be using DoDo lashes. This is in the style D207. I'm going to go ahead and apply this. Alright, so this is the eyes finished. I popped on just a little bit of mascara on my falsies as well. Look at my hand. But let's move on to lips. For the lips, I'll be using MAC Stone Lip Liner and the Dose of Colors Liquid Lipstick in Truffle. I'm going to do one last thing. I'm just going to darken up my little freckle there with my dark brown dip brow. And this is the finished look. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching and found this video helpful. Don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you'd like to follow me on Instagram or Facebook, all of my handles are under MARLA NYAMDORJ. In addition to all of that, I also do vlogs with my family, so go subscribe to that channel. It is called The Mongolian Family. But other than that, I will see you guys next time. Bye!